This video was created solely for the adult collecting community. Thank you. Welcome back once again to the Nerd Room with J&J. I'm James Sharmack, and today we are doing a figure build I never thought I'd be able to do. Because you see, I got into the whole want to get these waves to build the figure probably in late 2017. Because up until then I was primarily getting just MCU figures. So the figure I'm doing today came out a year and a half before I actually got into the wave collecting. So around that time the figures for the wave, the price has gone through the roof. So today we are doing the Juggernaut wave. I'm really excited to do that. I'm doing the build anyways. I gotta thank my friend Jason Morgan, who does contributions to the channel, for giving me a couple parts. I have about 4 figures from the wave itself, and I got a couple parts from eBay, so I'm really excited to do the build. We're going to talk about where you can find the parts, besides just going on eBay and say paying $20 for like the head and the rear end. But still, we'll talk about the figures that come with it anyways. So let's get on it. Alright, so I have all the parts lined up. Let's talk about which figures they come with. And Iceman comes with a left arm for Juggernaut. He's reasonably priced right now. Wolverine, however, probably in the high $70, $80 range. He has the head of Juggernaut. Kitty Pryde, her stock's going up from what I've seen. I bought it for like regular price, $20. She comes with the other arm. Cable, he's about $50-$60 and new in the box. He comes with the rear end for Juggernaut. Havoc is probably about $30 or so. Comes with the right leg. Phoenix, her price is going up probably like in the $60 range or so. She comes with the torso for Juggernaut, and Rogue comes with the left leg, and she is probably about $150 or so. So if I wanted to say buy these figures, the figures I don't have, I have Phoenix, which I bought early on. I bought Iceman early on. I bought Havoc early on. I bought Kitty Pryde early on. Otherwise, everything else is all priced, so I had to obviously get some parts where I could. So again, thank you, Jason, and thank eBay for the parts. So let's get on to the build, shall we? Okay, so just based on the size of some of these parts, I'm expecting them to be big. You've seen him in comics. He's pretty big. I want him to tower over like Spider-Man, like like I've seen in the comics. But let's get on to the build. So, I like to work bottom up first. So let's get into that. Let's make sure everything's the right leg and the left leg's on, right leg's on. Those are nice and easy. That's like that. Got the torso. You hear that snap? That means everything's working. He's looking kind of big so far. Gotta say, he is a nice, easy build. Haven't had any trouble with him like the other figures. So, hey, we have the build. Juggernaut's looking nasty. He's looking bad. He's looking mean. I'm damn happy to have him in the collection finally. He's nice looking. I like that evil look in his eye. The evil, grumpy, angry grin. Nice, muscular, muscles, veins. Sorry, I'm jostling things around. Just he's all muscle. I like that a lot. I dig it. He's big. I'm probably gonna keep saying it because he's big. Muscles. Nice detail on the outfit. That helmet, obviously the helmet is more there. It's not for the outfit. It's more to keep Xavier out of his head, because that's not where the power is. So it's obviously a different color, but I do dig the different texture on it, so that's pretty cool. It's a fantastic looking figure. I can't wait to put him through poses and to compare him with the rest. But let's get on to the articulation before we do anything else. So his head goes back that far, goes forward that far, goes all the way around. A little bit of a tilt, a little bit, not too much. His arm goes up that far, goes all the way around. Has that bicep rotation, one joint at the elbow like all the big figures have. and wrist rotation and back and forth. Diaphragm goes back that far, goes forward that far. Rotation at the waist. Legs go apart that far. They go forward and back that far. Rotation of the thigh, one joint at the knee. No calf rotation, but he has that ankle pivot and back and forth. So let's put him in some poses. Let's see if we can get him in that one leg, that one leg stability test I like to do, and let's get cracking at it. Now this is a figure that I love posing. I love putting him through the poses. I love seeing what the poses look like. He's a big figure. I appreciate that Hasbro, didn't, try to make him smaller than he's supposed to be. He's a giant in the comics. He's a behemoth, and I appreciate how big they made the figure. So I'm going to just illustrate it by getting a couple like smaller figures like Spider-Man, whatever, in a second, and we'll gauge his size. Now, why did I decide to just go and say Spidey here for a size comparison? Because not just because he's about 6 inches, but the last Todd McFarlane Spider-Man book I read, Spider-Man 16, is basically Spider-Man versus Juggernaut, and in that book, obviously, it's a definite David versus Goliath, and I really wanted to show just how massive the figure is. I mean, Spidey just goes up to basically his chest, so he's kind of big. And yeah, I'm very pleased about the scale on this figure. And for more comic book comparison-wise, I grabbed the Thing, of course, just because Thing is a big figure regardless, but he's still dwarfed amazingly by the Juggernaut, so I kind of dig that. Yep, like I said, this figure is pretty massive. I'm glad they made him a 7-part Build-A-Figure instead of the 6-part, and they actually made him that as big as he needs it to be. And because I'm always looking for a reason to show off some Build-A-Figures, I grabbed a couple of the villain ones that I have, the original Sentinel from the Toy Biz era, and the Onslaught one from Hasbro, of course. I thought Onslaught was supposed to be a little bit bigger than Juggernaut, but what do I know, I guess. But it is what it is, I guess. So what can I say that hasn't been said by many people before me? It's just, this is an awesome figure. So glad, I took the time to, to pull the trigger on the gun and actually buy the parts, even though it cost me like $20 for $25 for the head, about $20 for the waist. But still, I'm glad to have done it. I'm happy to see the figure. It's not that it doesn't have faults, so, the head does, come off when you try to pose it a little bit, but, and, I do wish that he might have had a couple more points of articulation, but, why quibble? It's a great piece. This is one of the ones you need to have in your Build-A-Figure collection. I know I have a whole bunch, but he's already, probably top 3 in my collection already. If I were to decide to do a top whatever Build-A-Figure list. So, yeah, it's just, fantastic. It's great to look at. I might get that 80th anniversary one just to compare the two, because I know the suit's so shade lighter on the suit, on the paint, and he's got 2 different heads, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm not looking to get it, but this one I've wanted to get it, but it's been out of my price range. I don't need, like, say, a Rogue or a Wolverine. Obviously, I have the retro Wolverine. I don't have a Rogue though, unfortunately, but who knows? I might be able to find one in the secondary market for a reasonable price. Open, who knows? But anyways, if you can afford it, get the wave, get the parts, whatever, build the figure. That's why I do these. These figures are fun to build. They're intricate little puzzles, and they look dynamic when they come out. So that's it for this build episode. I want to thank you guys. I know you've probably seen this already. I want to thank you guys for watching my take on it, even though it's 4 years down the line. I hope you guys dig these videos, the build videos I'm doing. I'm working on one right now. Slowly, we're getting through a wave. I got probably a couple more after it. We're just going to see how it goes. And yeah, I want to thank you once again for watching. I won't say that enough. I appreciate your support. Thank you guys for subscribing, for supporting, for watching, whatever. I'm James Charmack. And once again, this is a Nerd Room with J&J. So until the next time, thank you guys so much. And keep on collecting and be safe with your happy hunting.